Welcome down to Dreamland Margate. That's right, we ventured out a bit further and we've come down to Dreamland. We want to see the log flume which has come from Portons Park, which we said was coming from Portons Park last year. We wanted to come down and check out. I will say, it looks incredible, really does. Wait until you see that. Now, bad news, unfortunately, the Scenic Railway, after its incident at the end of last year, isn't open at all this year. It's not even listed on the rides, so I don't think they're planning on getting it open this year. Fingers crossed they get it repaired. It was a real freak sort of incident that happened on it, and we do love this one as well. It's been through worse, I have to say. It's been through worse, so I think it will be back. But let's get some tokens, see if we get on some rides. Here is the ride lineup for the year. So obviously Dodgems, Maze, Chairplane, Whirl Around, Hurricane Jets, and they again look stunning. The Big Wheel, the log flume which opens in July, it is open behind us, and that is where we're going to be heading first. Waltzer, Caterpillar, the Pirate Ship which is behind us, the Rock and Roller which was new last time we come in 2023, Gallopers Ghost Train, that's a cracking ghost train, and then a few of the kids rides as well. We can get 20 tokens for £40, which is the best value, and as you can probably see on here, tokens are £3 each. There's no discounts until you get to 20 tokens, which is £40. Every single ride is one token, so it's £3 per ride, which you might argue is quite a lot for the smaller rides for the children, and yet for the log flume I'd say that's an absolute bargain. Here is the Pirate Ship. It looks very different from last time we saw it down in Great Yarmouth. I have to say they've done wonders with the rides here, but look at this. What an incredible job they've done with this. So this obviously come from Portons. This has kind of been off the road for a bit while they were getting it ready, up and running, and getting it looking how they want it to look. I have to say, that looks brand new. And it was a bit of a soaker at Portons. In fact, he is absolutely drenched. So I'm guessing it's going to be no different here. I have to say, this looks stunning. There are still little hints of yellow look. That's how you know. But look at this, what an incredible job they have done of the log flume. I have a feeling you're going to get absolutely soaked on this. But of course, you're going to come for the ride on it. Oh, yes. Let's admire the views up here while we're here. That allows it to go through the sensors, and that puts us next. Here we go. First drop, and we're down. Whoa! Oh, yes. Yes, yes, yes. Right, I'm going to quickly wipe the lens when we go up the lift hill here. But see how wet you get there. Oh, right, we're heading up. Ah. Yeah, I'm soaked as well. Now, we've not gone down the big drop yet. Oh, rest assured it's coming, people. Rest assured it's coming. Here we go. Should I hold on? Is it going to make any difference? It's the splash guard here that gets you. Whoa! Oh! Actually, I would argue it got wetter on the first drop than the second. But I have to say, I am well impressed with the Wild River. Wild River? Wild River! Wild River! I'm that wet. Well impressed with what they've done with it. It looks awesome. It's the Rock and Roller Coaster here at Dreamland. This is smooth as this coaster. Oh, say that. This is the one that came from the Isle of Wight. Come for a black game shine. Whee! Whoa! Yeah! It is smooth as, in fairness. It's a lovely little coaster, this one. It's a nice little drops and turns. Whee! And of course, I picked the back row because that's the way forward. Here we go for the finale helix. And there we have it. Rock and Roller Coaster. That's good, I enjoyed that. Rock and Roller Coaster there. That's the rides really well, I really do enjoy that. So that's the rides over there. Rock and Roller Coaster, the Scenic, which as we know is sadly closed, the Pirate Ship and the new Wild River. And then as you come over this side, there is a little bit more going on. So you've got quite a lot of kids rides to the left of me at the moment, including a mirror maze as well. You've got some really nice Dodgems over here, and a lot of these are still classic retro rides. including these Dodgems and the Waltzer, which is right here as well. They went for a phase of having the new rides here, which is where the drop tower come from, which hasn't operated since the pandemic. And of course they had Air Race here, they've had Enterprise here, they've had loads of weird and wonderful rides here. But we are sort of going a little bit more vintage now with a mixture, which is really nice to see. I have to say, we're going to take you around and show you these jets, because these jets look stunning. They really do look the part, in honesty. Now the classic Waltzers here, they don't have any spinners on. It's definitely not something we're doing today. I am tempted by this though. Look at this. This is a beautiful example jet, even with the signage as well. I absolutely love the look of these. Yeah, they do look incredible. You've then got the main stage in the middle. They do a lot of concerts during the year. They do a lot of DJ sets during the year. Trevor Nelson, if you're into that kind of thing. It's not the reason I'm here by any means. With food outlets as well. Plenty of space in fairness to just sort of park up and do what you want to do. With the lovely Dreamland sign down the back. I have to say this area is spectacular, and we've seen a concert here, and you know, you might be looking at that thinking we're seeing another one as well later on. The sound here is awesome. With the big wheel as well for your views of the park, let's take you down the bottom and show you the other attractions. They are great looking at Dodgems. Not only the sort of the classic look, but even the new lighting package that's gone with it as well. Just looks awesome. Down the other side here for a couple more rides, you have the Ghost Train on the right and the Twister on the left. These used to travel with Carter's steam fare back in the day before they come back to their rightful home of here. And we got some Chairplanes as well. I'm not sure whether they were or not, to be honest with you. Now you can actually get wristbands too. I have to check out the price of the wristbands. We're not doing it today. There's not quite enough here, particularly with the Scenic closed. I have to say, with the Scenic open, I could probably lap it time and time again. But we got a couple more rides we want to get on. I think the Twister, I do rather like that Twister as a proper classic grass cutter, and maybe back on the Ghost Train. We went through the prices of the tokens. If you are here all day, you can get unlimited access to the rides for the time they're open. Today is 11:30 till 4 because of the event tonight. Other times they are open a bit later, so obviously check the times before you come. You get the mega wristband for $24.99 or the tiny tots wristband, which goes up to 1.2 meters for $12.99, which actually isn't too bad. Probably better value than buying tokens, given that every ride is one token. Both good value if you're staying all day, and actually a season pass as well for £99 isn't too bad if you live close by. Sad about seeing it, but let's get back on some more rides here at Dreamland. Here's the Ghost Train. Now it's quite early in the day, so this one is notorious for being quite warm. It's still quite warm. The Ghost Train. A classic Ghost Train attraction. It is still quite warm in there already. It's only like 22 degrees today, but it's notoriously gets hot in there. You do get sprayed with water halfway through. It missed me. Thank the Lord it missed me, but it's so loud in there. There's no point me talking over it. So loud. Love it. That is such a good Ghost Train, that one. It's the classic Twister. I tell you what, it's got some nice sound on it. This is a proper retro one.
Let's go a little faster.
Let's. Here we go. Ooh. I have to say, you kind of have to respect, even though these aren't as quick as the newer ones by any stretch of the imagination, you know, the fact that they can keep these rolling all these years later, and it's got a proper movement and feel to it as well.
Whirl around. Let's whirl around.
Whirl around. Here we go. Hey, here we go. It's got some awesome movement to it. No need for that. No need at all. Break my rib again. Oh, I'll tell you what, actually, it's a bit quicker than it looks. Oh, it's much quicker than it. I looked at it off-ride. I have to say, it didn't look very quick at all. But Jesus Christ, this thing moves. Wow.
Slide to the end then.
Oh, yeah. Speed indeed. Well, I have to say, I'm really shocked by this. This is moving off-ride, honestly. I don't think you understand, off-ride, this thing looks so slow, it's just completely opposite. Oh, wow. That was great fun. Ah, there's the old wheel and twirl and well. However you want to call it. He said I look quite impressed with that. I have to say I was. I was really impressed with that. It definitely didn't ride that quick when it went with Carter's. On off-ride, it does not look that fast at all. So yeah, well impressed with that. Right, I've got one more ride that we want to do, and that is the pirate ship. I wasn't going to ride it at first, but I can't come here and not ride it since it's like new last year, and I haven't ridden it since it was in Great Yarmouth. It doesn't really make me much of a theme park person if I don't come down and ride it in its new location. The pirate ship is next, the old one from Great Yarmouth Pleasure Beach. I haven't been on this in a few years actually, even though we've been to the Pleasure Beach beforehand. We didn't get on it last time we were there, so it has been a good 5 or 6 years since I've been on this. It's a lovely little example, to be honest, and it looks really good here down in Margate. Here we go on the pirate ship. Now you get a good view from this end. You can see the rock and roller coaster. You can obviously see the Scenic railway there, and then over that side you can see the brand new Wild River ride. Speakers are loud, I can tell you that now. Now this is one that only powers when it goes this way, so not this way, so nothing happens, you just swing, but it only powers when you go this way, so it's not a dual wheel on it, but still provides great swings and great views as well. There's a few people experiencing their first one on here. And look at the Wild River over there. Look at that. That's a great view of the Wild River. It's a brand new ride for this year. And then as we pan back round, you can see it going round now. The rock and roller coaster over there. I love it. Love a good pirate ship. Lovely example. Now that does bring our time here to an end in terms of the rides, to be fair. I've done everything I want to do. I really would have got a wristband if the Scenic was open, because I can lap the Scenic all day long, but unfortunately it's not. But I have to say, the rides are looking better than ever. You know, there was a ropey patch, there was undoubtedly a ropey patch. I think they were wrong in bringing all the new ride types when they brought them in. I don't think it really worked out very well for them, but they're starting to get back on it now, and the rides they've got here are looking incredible and riding really well, including the shop on the Twister. Ghost Train excellent, Wild River for me an absolute standout. I'm glad it's a hot day, people will be enjoying that today. We're nearly done. We'll show you out the front of course, and in the roller disco as well, but that was the pirate ship. We will head down to the roller disco, we'll show you the roller skates and of course the entrance and the vintage arcade down there, but just got to get a kind of final look at the Wild River. I just think they've done a great job on that, and we will capture as well the rock and roller coaster going round over here. Again, compared to what it looked like on the Isle of Wight, the paint job on this is fantastic as well. Done really well with the rides they've brought in. You can definitely tell work's gone into Dreamland over the last few years, and I'll tell you, that was really, really fun. Staff have been brilliant. We spoke to a couple of the guys at the Theme Park Awards last year who said how much they're enjoying it here, and it really shows. It really shows. We had horrendous visits on here pre-pandemic, absolutely horrendous, but it's really showing just how much care and attention they are putting in at the moment. Right, now, Penny Arcade, which they have in here with a cafe, and they've got some wonderful old machines as well as some new ones. I love the Waltzer cars, and of course the famous roller disco. Look at the lighting in here, it is fabulous, it really is. There we have it. We've had a good few hours down here at Dreamland getting on some rides, and they look amazing, they really do. It's great to see it coming back to life, if you will. Definitely worth it. I think £3 a ride is really good value, to be honest with you. If you get a wristband for £25 and you're staying here all day, there is plenty to do and plenty of things you can do in the middle as well, the arcade to roller disco, and so much more in the food. You don't actually have to leave this area. Yeah, bargain, absolute bargain. I think even at £3 a token, to be fair. That's really good for the big rides, really, really good. If you're coming here as a family, you can buy a bag of tokens or just get wristbands. Just get wristbands, enjoy the day here. Atmosphere here, I have to say, has been brilliant. Have you been to Dreamland recently? Let us know.